Welcome back to my channel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing bad hair ingredients to avoid today. So yeah, let's see how much we can get done. I know we have like 3 more left to go. But before I get started, my name is Tiana. I do a whole bunch of things on this channel. Following lock journeys, following my micro lock journey is a big one. Following other lock journeys is another one. Yeah, and with that being said, I will be 2 years locked, God willing, next week. I don't know what week, what day, but next week I will be 2 years locked, so make sure you tune in and check that out. But come on, let's just jump right in and get started. Don't forget to subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Last time we talked about mineral oil, petroleum jelly, polyethylene glycol, sodium hydroxide, and today we have 3 more to do. So yes, we're talking about hair ingredients that are in your hair products that you may not realize, but they are not particularly good for your hair. Hey Dad, yes you are first. Alright, we're starting with formaldehyde. So there are several common formaldehydes that are commonly used in black hair care products, and they are used as a preservative in order to sustain a long shelf life. However, formaldehydes are irritating to the skin, causing acne and other skin issues, and it's also a carcinogen again, and may increase your risk of cancer. Now, they were kind enough to list them for you. I'm not even playing this game with me today on trying to pronounce some of these chemicals, so maybe I will try. I'm gonna screenshot it and I will go back and put it in the description box, but they name a whole bunch of different ones that you will see in hair products. And it's so funny because I think about, using as much natural products as possible, and I think about other YouTubers or other small care businesses who maybe you knew before they became like really famous, and how they used to use like really natural products, but when their real products come out, it has a lot of chemicals in it, and not in overabundance, but they usually have chemicals in it. And one of the reasons is they have to put some preservatives in there. So if you're mass producing a product and you are selling it and you don't know exactly when people are picking it up, exactly when they're using it, all that type of stuff, then they got to put things in it so that its shelf life can be a little bit longer. Because if you're using things that are natural, things that are growing out the ground, all of that fun stuff, obviously they have a very short shelf life. Things like aloe vera and coconut, like things like that, their shelf life is not as long as some of the chemicals. So sometimes you have to put chemicals in it to preserve it, or to make it have certain types of feels, but because you're mass producing it and sending it out, that is one of the reasons. And again, like, hair makes me think so much about weight loss and eating healthy and things, because again, obviously the more natural you can be, the better it is for your body, and the same thing for your hair. The more natural you can be, the more natural your products are, the better. But when we have to rely on going out to get a product instead of making a product at home, honestly, you have to take into account that you're going to get some kind of chemical. And so these ingredients are a matter of trying to eliminate as many of them as possible in your hair products. And the book will go on and give you natural remedies for, like styling or shampoo and conditioning, that type of thing. But the truth is, if you're going to get it from a store, you're going to get some kind of chemical in it most times, or something in it that is man-made just to kind of preserve the product. So yes, I took a snapshot. I will try to write and list all the formaldehydes. Number 7, synthetic colors and dyes in hair products. So a lot of companies use a lot of colors in their hair products to appeal to you visually. And however, many of these synthetic colors, dyes, they do get absorbed into your scalp, and they can block your pores and destroy the health of your scalp, so that your hair does not produce healthy hair. Also, like many of the other synthetic products, they are cancer-causing agents. And again, it just makes me think about food. The things that they put in our food to preserve it, to make it last, to be able to take it to the store, for you to pick it up from the store, and the time that you have in between, some of those things are carcinogens, and they do cause cancer, which is why you see things like that spreading and increasing so much. But even with our scalp, even with our hair, you're seeing the same thing. You're seeing them put things in it for whatever reason, to make it last longer, to make it prettier, to make it feel a certain way. And some of these things, and a lot of these things, are not healthy. So of course, you know of all kinds of things that you put on your body where they actually put color in it, and you'll see it on there how they put color in it just to make it look more appealing. But the truth is, if it's going to help your hair, it doesn't matter what color it is. But there are some things that have like some really weird colors and textures. So again, it's all for the look of things. Parabens is the last one. So parabens are associated with hair loss and a dry, flaky scalp, and they're used to prolong the shelf life of hair products. However, the damage far outweighs the good, and they may appear on the ingredient list as, and again, they name a whole bunch, but it's like methylparaben, ethylparaben, paraben, and a bunch of other ones. I think I'm gonna have to go back and list these because I'm not gonna name no names, but somebody's messing up the pronunciation. So I will try to go back and in the description box list all of these ingredients for you, because why not? So yes, that is the end of the list of things that's not good. So you have the dyes and colors in your hair products, the parabens, the formaldehyde, the alcohol, the polyethylene glycol, sodium hydroxide, mineral oil, and petroleum jelly. All things that you should avoid. And trust me, if you look on the back of your stuff, you're going to see quite a few of them, unless you've already been kind of conscious of these things and then you stop using them. That's why one of my conditioners, I don't have it with me, but the Giovanni one, I really like, because it's virtually free of most of these things. And I have to go back and double check, but a lot of them are not there. All right, this part is very important. It says how to read the ingredient list on your hair care products. So the first 5 ingredients are the most active or potent ingredient in the product. So if a product is meant to be a moisture enhancing product, it will usually have water or a humectant such as glycerin in the first 5 ingredients. It may also have an emollient like cetyl alcohol, which is a fatty acid derived from coconut fat. If a product has an ingredient at a small percentage, such as 1%, it can be listed anywhere after the first 5 ingredients. So often you may find creams labeled as an avocado cream, which is supposed to be great for the hair, only to read the ingredient list and find that avocado is listed as the 20th ingredient in the product. Many of the products marketed as natural have nothing natural about them, and the proportion of natural ingredients are quite tiny. So you have to think like a company. You have to think like a company that's interested in mass producing products with a shelf life of several years, and a company marketing to millions and millions of people around the world, producing products that are very cheap, and you can't truly expect them to put in prime ingredients. And so yeah, so that is the end of our ingredients, y'all. And I think this last part sums it up so well. Like I was saying, the things you buy from the store are mass produced. So anything that you're putting on your body or in your body, there are things in it to kind of give it a much longer shelf life and cause it to, last longer. So they say that it's certain type of things in it, like she made an example with the avocado, and then you can read it and see that avocado is nowhere near the top, so avocado is really not in it that much. But how much do you expect avocado to be in it when it has to be produced in California and you live all the way in New York, and it's got to get to you and be preserved to not only get to you but be in the store that you're going to shop at and wait for you to get to it. So it's mass produced. They're trying to make the most amount of profit as possible, and so some of these ingredients are put in there because it's going to preserve it, or it's going to make it last longer, or it's going to make it look prettier, whatever the case may be. And if they have at least one, this is the thing that trips me out. If they have at least, because she was saying how even if it's 1% or less, it's still an ingredient, right? So it can have 1% or less of something that is good for your hair, and name the whole thing that. They'll name the whole hair product avocado, let's say an avocado mask, right? And then again, you get and read the ingredients, and avocado, it's almost like it's not there because there's so many things surrounding it that you miss it. And it's definitely not one of the first 5 ingredients. So some of these things have titles of things that are in it supposedly, and it actually is not the strongest or most potent ingredient in it. And I will say, because she also mentioned that the first 5 ingredients are the most active or have the most, power or strength in the product. So for me, because I know my hair is extremely curly, and for a lot of natural hair girls, I really try to look for water to be number 1, or at least in the first 5, but I'm looking for water to be like 1 or 2. Water needs to be a really, really big part of the product that you use, because it's going to be moisturizing. But I'm going to knock off there for today. I hope that you all enjoyed it. So we're talking about ingredients, and I am really, really going to try as soon as I can to go back and list all the ingredients for you, just so that you can see them, and then you and I both, we can check our products and see if any of these things are in it. And again, you may not be able to find it 100%, none of these things in it, but we're going to try to do the best we can, knowing that we want healthy hair or longer hair, and healthy and longer kind of go hand in hand if you expect it to be long for a while anyway. But yeah, that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully I will come back tomorrow. I'm trying to come back as every day as possible because I want the book to be together. And yeah, next week, God willing, like I said, we're celebrating 2 years Locs, so I'm super excited about that. So I have some videos I want to make sure I get out to you. But if I don't be able to get it out in time, then we might have to break up the book a little bit, but I'm trying to keep it together. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you're learning a lot like I am, or being refreshed on things that you already know. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, adios.